Hey everyone, this is the Crew Dog again. Today, what I want to do is I want to show you a little bit about the Olympus VR320 digital camera. 14 megapixel, 12.5 times optical zoom, and it takes regular pictures. It also does video, and it comes out in full HD 1080p. Okay, we'll start off first of all with the outer casing of the camera, as you can see, and we'll go ahead and we'll power it up. There we go. That lens pops out. Let's go see how much we have of a telephoto. Pretty good extension. And pull it back in again. Let it go back. There's your screen. Screen, it's a fairly simple screen. Not much in it to make it really confusing. And then when you use your up on top, you can see the little bar up there, and it goes all the way in for full telephoto. Put it back down to 1x. There we go. This one, when you're taking your pictures, regular images, regular shots, you can do a lock on, and by hitting the center, the OK key, see how that follows and that tracks it? And when you get it where you want it at, set it, it's locked on. To take a shot, on your shutter release button on top, you press it down till you feel the first little detent, little click. And you see what happens when it gets into focus. You get like a little green box. We'll do that again. And then you take a shot. To do a review of a shot, you will see like the little triangle, the little delta. Press on that. That brings up your shot. Press it again, you go back to the regular mode. Take a video, press the red button and release, and it starts taking the video button. That's all you have to do. Then when you're done, you can either hit that or you can hit your shutter release again, and that stops the video. There's no pause. The lower left, you'll see that you've got the numbers 9999. That's how many pictures you have remaining that you can take. So this basically, it's over because I've got a 32 gigabyte card in here, so it can take lots and lots of pictures. Now, as you can see, I've got this set up for 5 megapixel. Now, to change the settings, you take your ring right here and you press it down, and now watch what happens. See, that goes down. You get the mode right there. You can change it into auto mode, scene, magic mode, and that makes it easier to do a little bit of imaging. You can edit that way. Panoramic, and you go into program. Press down again. You got your flash. Auto flash, red eye, forced flash every time, flash off. And right here you have your macro mode, close up. You've got your what they call super macro, to where you can really get really close to something. And then you've got your close-up mode off. Timer, 2 seconds, 12 seconds. Off. This is your exposure compensation. Let me put it back up there again. So you go left and right. You can change that, and it Basically, it makes it lighter or darker. I'll leave mine on -3. And you get it set, just press the center button again. This is your program mode. This right there we go. The flash is off. Let me go down into here. The WB, I think it's for white and for black. I'm not sure. ISO is for sensitivity. You take one picture at a time. You can take multiple. You keep on going down through it, and that's how you set it up. Easy to set. Very, very easy to set up. Now, we hit the menu key. And then right here, okay, image size. You can go down through 1 megapixel VGA, which is like for taking videos to put onto YouTube or lower. And then you have your 14 megapixel, 8 megapixel, 5 megapixel. Okay. Compression, normal. I have an autofocus tracking. Digital zoom is on. Image stabilizer, so anti-shake mode. Illumination, that's when you go hit the first detemp for focus key. You get the little light that comes on, the little focus light that comes on. Well, I'll show it to you in a minute. It's on. Icon guide, it shows you what's what. Date stamp. Okay, now this is for your video mode. 15 frames per second, or you can go 30 frames per second. I'll leave mine on 15, do a lot of YouTubing on this one too. And you have your sound off and you have your movie mode off. So let's go ahead and yeah, that's what I want. And then you're done, hit the mode button again, and you go back to the beginning. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the focus button. Now when it's dark or you have the flash on, that little light is going to come on, and it comes in through here. Right now it's not dark, that's why it's not doing it, but you get like an orange beam that comes on. Okay. And that's that right there. So that's how that works. We'll go ahead and we're going to turn it off now. And I'll show you where the battery is, everything's at. Battery is right here, Olympus battery. And your SD card, full-size SD card slides in there as well. Push it into here, click. Remember, clicks are our friends on cameras and cell phones. Battery back in. Doors closed. Notice that the post right there is to where your tripod or tabletop screw into it, and that's centered. Makes it very, very stable. Some other cameras have that post on the outer side, and this is a GE E1410SW. It's a fairly light camera, but if you get a heavy camera, you got to be careful because that tripod's going to tip. And also, if you use a regular full-size tripod that I use a lot too when I'm outdoors, when you go to set it up, you naturally, look towards the center of that tripod, but your lens will be over here or over there. So you have to compensate for that. There we go. There's not really that much to the camera. It's a fairly simple camera to use. It takes really good pictures. I've got one YouTube video posted of a GE G100 digital camera that I used this Olympus to shoot, and you can see the quality of the close-ups, the clarity, everything about it. It takes a beautiful picture. And a lot of times Olympus cameras, the lower end cameras, they can be a little bit tricky to use because you have to push buttons and get things all set up. This one's fully automatic. I like point and shoot cameras, as most of you know from watching any of my videos. Point and shoot cameras have come a long way from where they were a long time ago. I've got some digital cameras, and I brought up a couple of them out here that are fairly old. This one right here, okay, is a Samsung. It's an SL605. This one is about a 2004 or 2005 vintage. So that's about 9 years old, 10 years old. And this one, okay, it has a 5x zoom. And I believe the digital zoom on it, I believe is 5x, so it's got a total of 25x power, which for, you know, regular camera is good. But the quality, the clarity is not there because it's older technology. It's a good little camera though. But it's limited on what you're able to do with it. See right there, there's not much in there to, you know, any indications or anything. So, but this was a kind of a camera that you put into your pocket, or you leave it in your car or your handbag or whatever. So if you're out and about and you see something or whatever, you got a camera. Take some pictures. It's not good for if you're taking pictures to publish. And by publishing, if you're a semi-professional or professional photographer, that's not the camera that you would use. I believe in point-and-shoot cameras. They take an excellent picture, and a lot of the professionals who use the SLR, single lens reflecting or refraction cameras, or DSLRs, digital single lens reflecting cameras. Those cameras, okay, can cost you anywhere in hundreds up to thousands of dollars. And they're good. That when you go to take a video, a lot of times when you watch that video, your screen that you see on the outer edges here, it's black. And you have a very narrow screen that you can watch and you can see, you know, what you actually videoed. With this camera and the majority of your point and shoot cameras, you've got a full screen so you can see everything on there. And with this one, this is I believe this is a 12.5 optical zoom, and I'm not sure, I apologize. I believe it is a 4x digital, so it comes out to a total of 50 power zoom, which is good. My other cameras that I've got, the GE, it's a 60 power, and the one that I'm using right now to video this, my G100, it's a 90 zoom, which is comparable to a lot of the SLR cameras and a whole lot cheaper. This VR320 right now, if you look at it, okay, it looks like it's in mint condition. I don't see one scratch on this little thing. What do you think? This camera, okay, I bought, it's a refurbished camera. Can you believe that? This camera, okay, I bought off of line, and I'm not going to mention the website, but I bought it offline or online. I paid $39 for this camera. It's a $165 camera originally when it's new, but I paid $39 for it. With the shipping, I think the shipping's like $9 as well. came out to like 48, almost 50 bucks, which is not that bad at all. But I've seen a lot of the Olympus VR320s on YouTube here, and most of them, okay, are either in Spanish or languages other than English. So that's why I figured, okay, I've got one of these cameras. I got a whole bunch of cameras, as you know, but I've got one of these. I figured I'd put one on there so it's in English, so it can be on there for those who don't speak foreign languages, and I'm in the United States, so like myself, I'm kind of handicapped on that. I only speak one language, and that's English. I speak other languages from being in the military, from being in for over 20 years, and I know enough to get me in trouble. How's that sound in foreign languages? But this it's a good camera, and if you're looking for a camera, you like Olympus. It's a very good name. Reliable, durable. This is the one you might want to get. So I do thank you very much for watching, and once again, okay, if you have any questions, please just write me, through YouTube here. Ask questions. I always answer my questions, as everybody who knows me knows. So I do thank you very much for watching this. Y'all have a good day, and Crew Dog out.